Alright, so welcome to Hollows and Kings. And we got a 6-person party here. Okay, and... Shit, there we go. Alright, so we got a group of people here that are currently in the middle of an adventure that started in Falcon's Hollow. Let's see. The group came together and took a quest to go into the Darkmoon Vale, and the contracted job was supposed to hold on.
Investigate the
Teleprompter scrolls.
Everything fall apart
it
right
was
now.
to investigate that one dig site because apparently the
Keep going,
guild
Alex.
or whatever thought someone was encroaching on their turf. So we showed up there, and there was a bunch of zombies and demons and werewolves there.
Werewolves,
I think.
yeah.
It was just
Mostly
werewolves and demons.
Okay, there's just werewolves and demons, and no, we had the dragon thingies too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the tassel worms, yeah.
Yeah, I had to punch those to death. Come on.
You punched it into oblivion. It was great.
Yeah, okay, so
We'll
yeah, the party
recap
found
another
it, and
time.
we're like, oh shit, this looks bad. And then they dragged in, and you were conscious at this point, so,
Partially conscious.
I don't know, does your hair count as unconscious if you're unconscious?
That's for you to know. No, wait. Shit. I redact that statement.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my daughter just really wanted her
Welcome
balloon.
back.
Okay, up until this point, though, the only people in the party, and if you want to, Jade, when we introduce the people, you can click on their character tab so people can see them and see what they're doing,
Absolutely.
what they look like. The only people in the party at the time, we'll start at the top. We'll go with Leo, would be a local druid from the Darkmoon Vale that was that the group actually got together and hired for them to go and find this stronghold and whatnot. And then you have Peaks, the dwarf from the north, who you are currently in exile from the north, are you not?
An exiled Northman.
Yes, and I forgot Leo's who's a druid who has an animal companion, is Sing, a lovely little lion.
Yep, it's the catfolk druid and his lion companion.
Maybe
Yes.
it's Mabel singing.
Yes. Is that how you want to do it, Rudy? Sounds about right. Okay. Well, Leo's not here, so I did Leo's for him.
Yeah.
Peaks, you could do your own introduction for your character.
Oh, my character is a dwarven badass who rode from the mountains down behind this tower. Totally saved a bunch of innocent people from the undead. And then some other weirdo showed up and did
that's where
stuff.
And that's where you met Leo, right?
And that is where
What
I met
class is
Leo the
he?
druid.
And
He's a knightly soul. He's
You also met somebody else there. Who'd you meet?
I believe his name is Singe. He's a little firebrand of a gnome, and he's
That's-
really cool. I want to hear
Yeah.
him talk now.
Yeah, introduce your character.
That flawless
Well,
line.
what can I tell you? I was traveling along, and I smelled something terrible. I thought, hey, might be something to eat. And I went over and I checked. There's all these zombies. Nasty. So, I lit them up. Got hit a couple of times. We had to retreat into this walled area. But eventually, we got out. These people seemed okay, so I thought I'd hang out for a while.
What class are you?
He is a little firecracker. He casts some spells.
Hmm
That is an understatement.
He's the fireworks.
So he's a
class.
fighter? Yeah.
Cast some spells? I don't think fighters cast spells. But anyways, so yes, he I think he's some
Sorcerer.
kind of caster. It could be sorcerer. He could be a magus. He could be a wizard. Who knows?
He's a gnome,
Gotta
so that-
add some mystery to it. Muscle wizard.
Muscle wizard.
Anyways, so as that happened, the three of them ended up going south, and that's where they came across. They came across the ability to get a job, and they had to hire a little bit of muscle, and that's when they came across a monk. And who's that monk?
Monk has a formal name.
Who is that?
Volk Ragnar, but he calls himself Striker because he doesn't particularly like his last name. He is, of course, massively buff. A lot less buff than he thinks he is, but he's still pretty buff.
And humble, too. Don't forget humble.
Oh, he's the most humble person in the entire world, let me tell you. But he was in town because he heard there was this crazy half-orc paladin who was apparently some sort of local hero, fellow worshiper of Iamade. So he wanted to come and, well, have a fight because, well, that's just a challenge Striker cannot pass up. And in the meantime, he ran into a couple of people who looked like they could use some help. So, well, fight's a fight. Doing some good. What can I say?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Then that's when
He developed his own form of martial arts.
Punching people.
That's how
Alright,
cool he is.
that would bring in the fact that Warsor's character, who is
Ready.
Oh, yeah,
Ready.
punches things
Yeah,
really
ready.
I can't remember.
hard.
Did you approach the group to be a part of this quest, or did you kind of
how
finagle
how
them
it
into
happened, as I seem to recall,
Mhm.
is the group went to a certain guild, an adventurers guild,
Yeah.
and Radiv was standing inside the guild talking to the head master of the guild, asking if there were any quests and things to do, and he was looking for some people to go into the Dark Moon Vale. And for those of you out there wondering, Radiv is a human. He wears a broad-brimmed hat, poncho, trim black beard, dark green eyes. He has a crossbow as his weapon, which he has holstered on his right hip. And he also has a backpack, which he keeps a lot of stuff in this backpack that seemingly holds a lot more than it should be able to. He's basically the reason the group kind of got together, because he was looking for people to go to the Vale, and they met up with him, and he got the job that took them there, I guess.
He had a reason going to the Vale, though, didn't he? He had some kind of.
He did.
purpose.
Radiv has a little history with Falcon's Hollow, and he was looking for a fellow named Kazin, a warlock, a demon summoner who he's been tracking for some time. So he had tracked Kazin to the Dark Moon Vale, and he needed some people to go with him to help him get to Kazin and take him out.
And that would have started the adventure.
Hell yeah.
And
That's what we're doing here.
they headed to the Vale, indeed, and they found the dig site. They did find Kazan there, and like we said, there was also the little surprise of werewolves that some were possessed by demons, and
Yeah.
and then there's tassel worms in there too. And one of the during the before the fight, they actually had noticed that one of the werewolves was carrying a female over their shoulders, and that would be you, would it not, Kat?
Oh, yeah. That was my lovely little witch. His name is Kit, and I won't say her last name because I'll get teased forevermore after for it. Shut the hell up. So, yeah, she got, well, they claim that they rescued her, but she clearly had all this under control by herself.
Clearly.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure she's the youngest of the group, too. She's only 19. Very cold and standoffish, didn't really like anybody. Oh, and, I mean, her hair is alive and it kills people, but that's a side note.
Yeah.
No need to worry about that.
Yeah, that's just a little thing. Don't worry.
Little details, don't need to worry about it.
She has a little companion with her too, doesn't she?
She does. She has two now, but I'll get to that later.
Yes.
Because people like to give me animals for some reason. She has a king crab, who's the king of all crabs, and his name is Iota. And people want to eat him for some reason.
All right. Well, that being
Crab
said,
is so delicious.
That's when
I was
she
about
came
to say,
into-
because crabs are delicious, is why.
Oh,
I'm
So-
saving some butter.
So
It's off.
the party has an encounter there. They fight the battle off. Radiv actually pulls off a pretty incredible shot, wounding Kazan, and he ends up fleeing. They search around trying to figure out why they're there. Kazan had made note to to needing Kit's eyes to be able to find something, which led to them
Oh, yeah, there's
actually
that.
finding what they were looking for, which is a secret room, a very old room with a lot of old books and just a lot of mystery going on there. And they did find a very special book in a chest. And who opened that book?
Oh, I'm
I think
sure that's
Singe is
all
the one who
Singe.
touched it.
That is all Singe is doing.
So upon opening the book, they a good number of them. There was only 2 that actually were able to fight off the curse of the book, and that was.
That was me.
And of course, it was Peaks.
Yes, Peaks and Kit fought off the curse and. Okay, sorry.
Managed
we
to
are getting
freak
a little
out.
into this, but yeah, everybody started to freak out. They all had some pretty visual, some pretty impressive visions of the undead near and abouts, and a lot of history going on through it. And they realized they were cursed, pretty bad curse. So they wanted to find answers. So they left Darkmoon Vale, collected their money for their job, and they headed south. Their original destination has been. Which one? What was the original destination? Ready, if you
The
remember
capital. I believe it's
One of those A towns.
Almost?
Everyone's-
Almost? Yes,
I
it
think
should be
so.
Almost.
Yes.
Yes. They ended up distracted by something, some stuff on the way to Ulfton. They had a couple little things going on with slavers there, and got to Ulfton, and Rennie started asking around. You actually found a temple of your god there, who is
Caden Kalian,
yes,
the god of bravery, ale, and freedom.
yes. And then you actually found out some slavers are actually causing trouble, and you kind of traded a deal
Crimson Hand.
with them, didn't you?
Yes, I did. There's a slaver guild called the Crimson Hand that's been operating in the area. We talked to the Church of Caden Kalian, said that we might be able to find out where they're hiding and take them out. If they can help us out with the curse that when we opened the book written in Necril, we were all cursed except for Peaks and Kit.
Yes.
And
I will make a note. Peaks is a cavalier, and his horse is cursed.
Yeah.
that is true. I was just gonna
Unfortunately, he can't be
leave
as
that.
cool as me, so.
Oh god, that poor horse. He
Yeah.
doesn't understand those visions he's having.
Yeah, he's got no idea what's going on. I feel bad for him.
Maybe.
Peaks actually, not Peaks, but Radiv actually does some pretty heavy RP investigative work to figure out where to find the Crimson Hand, and that's currently where they're at right now on the map. They just found one of the camps of the Crimson Hand and just got done attacking it.
Yes.
And
Teamwork.
they managed to keep the leader alive and two
Two of his associates.
Or-
plebs, minions, whatever you want to call them.
With an
Associates.
ass punch, no less.
Yeah. Oh yeah, one did get punched right in the ass, didn't he?
Yep.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Better
that's
reminder.
where we're at right now. That's where we're
Got him right in the coccyx.
Surprisingly effective.
And for the people that wonder where is the Leo druid guy with his
Yeah.
animal companion, he's got a busy work schedule, so he's not gonna make it. I wouldn't think this session. So his character is off researching some tracks he saw.
You'll either see him later or
just-
whenever he reappears next session. Or we'll sell him to the circus.
We know
Yeah, we
he'll
have
be
been talking
seeing
about selling
us.
him to the circus.
Yeah.
He knows if he doesn't show up in the next few, he will be a circus. Okay.
That gets flying.
All right. So that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start it off. So, you guys, were you waiting to naturally heal them, or are you just gonna?
No, Radiv has smelling salts, which he's going to use to wake up the leader.
Oh, okay.
However, first we secure them in their own slaver pens.
Okay, that will be like over here. We could just use the overhead. I'm not gonna
Exactly.
another map for it, so we're gonna
If
like,
you
there.
can-
Yeah, there we go.
Singe.
Oh wait, that's dynamic lighting, isn't there?
Yeah, if you could
Uh,
clear off
I'm gonna
the
take the
fog,
dynamic lighting. Give me a second.
that'd be cool. And Jade, I can't see what your screen's showing, but if you could scroll around a little bit and just show them the map a little bit,
Absolutely.
Is that good? Can you see everything?
that's fine.
Gorgeous
Yeah.
map, by the way.
Excellent.
Where'd you get this map again?
I don't know. Stole it from somewhere. All these maps that you will see that are not my dungeons have been taken from somewhere online, and we appreciate the art and everything.
Yeah.
Indeed.
There you go.
All right.
This is not for profit.
Yeah.
It's not
Just for
stealing.
fun.
We're just appreciating
I can just
their
imagine
beauty.
at this point in the video where Jay said this is not for profit, but if you enjoy my videos, please donate. Scrolling across the bottom.
Just kidding.
All
Like,
right.
comment, and subscribe.
You take Bitcoin?
All right. So you throw you snap up the smelling salts. You put it under his nose,
And then, like, splash a cup of water on his face.
all
A
right.
pot of water.
And I mean, this guy, he's pretty. Oh my god, this guy was so near death is ridiculous. This guy is actually like he will still be hurt, very much so. He'll come to consciousness.
Correct. That's what smelling
barely
salts
barely
does.
able to move. He'll be obviously like surprised and upset. I'm assuming like we're gonna say for Flair's purpose, you have him chained to like two like chain manacles on the wall.
Yep.
That he's just hanging there.
Yep. His wounds have been stabilized, but he is still in the negatives. I assume.
Yes.
Okay.
Meanwhile, in the back.
All
The
right.
smelling salts bring him back to consciousness. And
Okay.
then Radiv kind of leans in real close. He looks him in the eye and says, well, what do we have here?
Oh my.
All right, he groggily starts to like his eyes will open up a little bit, and he just shakes his head, and he looks. He starts to growl and says, "Get me out of these chains."
I wonder how many times your prisoners said that.
There for a second, like hit the chains tighten up as he tries to like force himself off of the chains.
I don't know if
Radiv,
you're doing that.
Radiv
Fights
kind of
with-
laughs. I wouldn't do that too much, or else you're likely to tear your wounds open.
Oh no, please continue. I would love to see that happen.
Why did you keep me alive? What do you want?
Well, I suppose that's entirely up to you. You see, I have some companions outside who are questioning my decision to spare your life. But I feel that perhaps you might still have something of use to me. And that would be information. And depending on the information that you give me, you may walk out of here alive. Well, be carried out, perhaps. You
Yeah,
are still in pretty bad shape.
Wouldn't go that
He
far.
looks over to the left and to the right. I guess he'll notice the other two partners that you have
By
chained
the
up
way,
there.
I
unconscious.
also, one thing of note, there were some dead bodies. I chained 2 dead bodies in the other cells far away from him, but he sees them hanging by the manacles, so he probably thinks they're still alive.
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yes, thank you.
So yeah.
There weren't any checks we had to do with that, were there? I don't think there were.
It's up to him to make the perception to see if they're still breathing and stuff like that. There's
Yeah.
not much we can do.
But I mean, you could. I know you could flavor wise can like keep his attention during an interrogation. Like if he.
Oh, I want him to
he would
be
actually
able to
take some
see
time.
them?
Yeah, he'll be able to see them, but
Yeah.
right now during the interrogation, he's more focused on you than anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I won't make my check until we've role-played a little bit and you ask for it, but I'm just going to role-play through it and you tell me when you feel the check is needed.
So as he'll look around, he'll not only see the 2 that are actually alive, he'll see the other 2, and he says, "So what about them? Why'd you keep them alive too?"
Well, I suppose that depends on if you tell me what I need to know. I'm sure that if you don't tell me what I need, I can always ask one of them.
He says, "Let me guess. I kidnapped your niece, or we took in your wife, or some other crap like that."
I'm going to stop you right there before you go making even more of a fool of yourself.
Oh no, let him continue. I'm enjoying this thoroughly.
Now, you've been operating in this area for a little while. I know all about you, the Crimson Hand, all that.
He spits.
Yeah. And I even know that you're simply a go-between. You get the slaves here, you bring them here, you get them ready, and you pass them along. That's why there aren't any slaves now. So let me put it this way. You're just the middleman. I don't give a shit about you. I want who you're working for and where you're sending the slaves. Tell me that. And like I said, we can discuss you surviving this. Rather than letting my gnome friend outside set fire to some of your well, parts, shall we say.
He is having quite a joyous time back there.
All right, roll an intimidate check for that.
Absolutely.
I don't know what he's doing back there. Something. Something with shield and a sword.
Nice.
Oh, okay. At the mention of fire, he starts to like. You can notice. You'll notice his like pupils like dilate a little bit, and he actually starts to get worried. He'll kind of bring himself to his feet a little bit and kick himself forward. And as he kicks himself forward, you can see his cloth pant leg come up, and you can tell that like the right part of his leg is burnt. Like he has scar wounds on it from an old burn.
I feel like I could do something even cooler if he's not quite there yet. Do you think he's about is he about to spill everything, or can I like push him a little bit further?
That would be metagaming.
I understand. I want
he's going to he's going to like, as I said, kick himself forward a little bit and try to get himself a little bit more grounding and whatnot, or standing room and whatnot. He'll look around and hold on. I've got to throw my resolve in there for a second. 1 second. Roll this.
Oh.
Where did all my...
I'll let you do your thing.
Yeah, I won't break somebody's legs. That's unfortunate.
Well, I was gonna like pull out my crossbow and say, I think I need to make a point of how serious I am about this. I'll just, without even looking, like shoot a crossbow bolt into one of the dead guys.
Oh, as you say, mention the fire thing, and he does that. He'll say, you think he'll start to gather himself a little bit more.
Yeah.
And you realize like he's trying to gather his will, and he says, you know what we do, and you know it's a sentence of death in this region. You think anything you can do could scare me, or scare any of my my men to talk? And he kind of like laughs, but you could feel it's not a wholehearted laugh. Like he's not so sure of himself.
Oh, this is cute.
Perhaps I haven't really made clear the situation that you're in. Radiv just reaches down, his crossbow just comes out of its holster. He's still staring into the man's eyes with this cold look, and without even looking, he aims his crossbow and puts a bolt into the head of one of the dead guys, who probably like jerks a little bit from just the force of the bolt from this close.
It's that close, yeah.
Yep. And just there's a crossbow bolt sticking straight through the head of one of the dead guys.
All right, as you do that, and he sees like the crossbow bolt hit him, he's like he'll fight against the chains again for a second. Obviously, like he obviously showed emotion to that he was trying to hold back.
Mm-hmm.
And he just spits down at your feet again.
We do this the hard way, the easy way. It's all the same to me. But the sooner you talk, the less of your men you're going to get killed, sir.
Well, I do hope I get to kill the next one. That would make me just so happy.
You know, Kit, it would be unfair of me to deny you that.
Oh, a little curtsy like, excellent. So I get second shot. That's fine. I'm the inner hair.
Are you okay? Like for flare purposes, are you going to shoot, or are you going to actually use your hair and like go snap his neck or something?
Oh no! You're gonna go strangle a bitch.
Did she make an intimidate check?
No.
Okay.
Is that what you're trying to do? Like,
I was just wondering if she was going to aid me or do anything like that. But yeah, I see.
With going over, with approaching, Kit, with approaching the dead body, like. How would you do it? Would you do it all like happy to go and kill somebody? Would you like look the guy in the eyes while you're doing it, like kind of like slowly building up to it? How would Kit do it? Because Kit knows the person's already dead.
Yeah, that's true. So after doing like a little fake curtsy, she'll kind of look at the commander, do a smile. Her hair will start dancing around, and she'll start very slowly to the guy, like she's really gonna enjoy this. And like her hair starts rising and getting more and more wild, and her eyes start glowing, and eventually she's like right next to the guy, and the hair starts like wrapping around his neck, and she looks over and he's like, "Just tell me when." Little song in her voice.
All right, as you're like you said, as you're walking over there, and your hair starts like moving around on its own, like coming to life, and then just wrapping around. circling the body of the quote unquote prisoner that is a corpse, and it starts to go around to its neck, and you start to twist it a little bit, and then you say, "Tell me when," and finally he just snaps. He goes, "Fine, just stop her. I'll tell you what you want."
You best hurry then. Say that she might get a little twitchy if you don't start talking. Okay, hold off for just a moment.
You're
I believe
right. We are a go in between. Look. We take in the prisoners that the grunts go out and find, and then we keep them here for a while and process them.
I see. And then
he says, "We wait. We send." He says, He says, "Look, I send out a raven. It goes to Hold on, I gotta actually pull that name up. Right now, y'all are in Wester Foxwoods.
Yes. I believe so.
He says, we send a raven out. It heads west. West. Yeah. It says.
Keep going.
He says it heads west to Arthel Forest. He says that's where the main camp is for the Crimson Hand, and that's where they're all sent to.
How many other camps are there like this one? Go-betweens.
He says in this area. 4.
Yes. 4?
This is one of 4 is what he's saying.
I see.
Yeah.
And you know where the others are, I presume. You don't have to tell me right now. Just say yes or no.
He says yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh.
You see, things like that are what's going to keep you alive longer. I like that answer. That's a good answer. By the way, I'm going to make a sense motive to see if he's bullshitting me.
Okay.
Oh, can I assist with that?
Actually, make your own sense motive to see if he's bullshitting, because my sense motive is actually not that amazing.
Oh, you're not amazing at something? I failed to believe that. Oh God, Radif.
I'm just really good at role playing. That's all.
Oh yeah.
See, this is why. This is why you keep the witch.
This is why you're
this
my.
Is the hair.
This is why I'm your sidekick, Kit. Okay, let's put it that way.
All right. Don't you forget it.
Okay, Kit, I'm gonna whisper you something.
Okay.
Excellent. I'll just continue maniacally stroking my cat as my hair starts attempting to.
Oh, I thought you were going to be stroking the corpse like you're with your hair all freaky. Like, I'm like, that would actually be kind of freaky because it'd be like she could kill him in an instant.
Oh yeah. But I will stroke the cat. My hair will stroke the corpse. I'm sure my hair is best.
All right, you got
I
your
see what you're
you
doing.
got your message, Kit.
Got it.
All right, so progressing through the RP, where are we at?
Radiv just asked him, where the other, if he knows where the other
Yeah, and you
camps
said,
are.
yeah,
The guy
and you
was
said
like, yes.
keep them alive. Yeah.
I'm
So,
like,
all right. So, what do we get? Where would you?
Radiv's going to say, all right. And are these all the men in your camp? Were any of them out on patrol, out gathering?
He says we've been waiting on. We have a small battalion of. He's like we have a small group that's still out that are unreported, haven't reported in.
How many?
I think it was about 8. They're all orcs.
All orcs, I see. Radiv shows no emotion.
Yeah.
For everyone out there, we killed them. All right.
Yeah, that was a couple sessions on the road. They found them. They killed them.
Oh, okay.
That's a story for another time, though.
Yep.
Radiv leans in a little bit closer and he says in a very quiet voice, so, when was the last group that you sent off to what's the name of the woods? I'm sorry. The main camp woods.
Oh, where they're sitting on west. That would be Arthel Forest.
Arthel Forest. When was the last time you sent a group to the Arthel Forest?
He says 2 days back.
2 days ago.
Yep.
And how often do you send them a raven?
It's just whenever we get at least 10 or more.
All right. Are there still actually? I poke my head out of the place for a moment and I say to Peaks, who's right there, "Hey Peaks, go have a look around the camp, see if there are any ravens in cages."
Caged ravens.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
Pop back
That'll
in.
be easy enough to find, I suppose.
Yes, we could use this to our advantage.
All right.
Who
there's
transports the prisoners? Do they send someone to collect them after you send the raven?
He says yes. Yeah, they have their own transport guards. They disguise themselves as traveling merchants. He says they have caravans that are fashioned for
This
transporting
merchant,
prisoners and so.
the merchant company, is this by chance a merchant company out of Wolfton?
He growls for a second, like just underneath.
Hi,
Oh.
He
Zen.
says that loose-tongued son of a bitch. And he realizes like two things. He puts two and two together and realizes who
Yeah.
you talk to.
Hmm. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
You look upset. A little hungry, too. Here, try these.
Oh,
No, Singe, no.
Do you feed him that?
and I just am I here just scoop away those
All right.
wasps? Be like, no,
Like, what the hell is that? Right?
you don't want to know what
Alright.
that is.
All right.
Don't
So
ask.
you start feeding him something like. I mean, he just kind of got his ass beat. He probably would actually eat for a second. He will bite down
Oh
on
my
whatever
God.
it is.
Singe, no, don't.
Too late
You
now.
crazy son of a bitch.
Crazy fucking.
Just
dumb.
let it happen.
Does Singe get to burn these guys or not?
He can in a second.
I thought I told
I
you
want
to
Does
wait
Singe get to
outside.
roast these guys?
Okay,
or not?
Peaks, as you're, I'm assuming you're not going out of camp trying to find ravens. You're looking in camp. Peaks.
That is correct. I was given orders to circle the
Okay.
camp looking for caged ravens.
Okay, well, you started going outside the camp. We'll say you're sitting there scooting around the camp like, oh, do. This little area you're in actually has this is your main room for prisoners. There's actually another door in here, and it has a window, and there are some cages with ravens in them.
All right, caged ravens.
Yeah, there's
That seems
also
to be
there's
fun.
also like a desk and some other little workspaces and whatnot. Just a little work area for one person, obviously the leader of the company.
Mhm.
All right.
All right,
All right. Well,
should report back.
So, how was that?
We're gonna ask him.
He says it was salty.
Oh, it was this.
I'll
Yeah.
have to adjust the seasoning. I'm still learning.
I could probably teach you something. I'm sure.
God.
Got
All right.
friendly chummy already. You're having a picnic with the prisoners.
this is why I asked you all to
Yes,
wait outside.
with the prisoners.
Aw, can't appreciate a
Come
little
on,
party.
Sid.
All right. Thunder's outside because Thunder can't fit in here. Okay. We're gonna say Thunder's
This
outside.
place can't fit in thunder.
Whatever.
Oh,
That's
All
true
right.
too.
Striker's gonna come pick up Singe and take him outside.
thank
Thank you, Striker. We'll only be a couple more minutes.
All right.
All right.
Peaks brings news of ravens. All right. There
News
you
of
go.
ravens.
All right.
I found a room
What's your
with
name,
ravens.
by the way? Slaver.
Didn't we discuss that?
I don't think you did.
I have my theories. I think I know who this is.
I think I
but
actually
he hasn't-
gave y'all a name for him, but the problem is
Yeah.
I actually left my book at home, so I don't have his name.
Here's the
So
thing.
what is his name?
I think his name is Kane.
Kane.
Because
That's right.
what you
That
said
is his
Commander
name.
was.
Yes.
But did
Hey,
we
what-
ever find out in game? Is what I'm thinking.
Oh,
Like no, not in game. Not in
Okay.
like your characters don't know, but you know.
That's
who,
what I
you
was
know who
asking.
the leader is.
Alright.
And he says,
Oh yeah, that's right. Actually, we may have gotten that in game from the guy that I interviewed.
regardless.
the guy you did talk to.
Yep. All right, excellent. Well, Kane.
Actually, hold on 1 second. I am trying to see if there's something I need to know.
Da, 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 da.
He says, my name is Kane Creed.
Kane
Oh,
Creed.
God.
Okay, let me tell you something, Reddy, that you would know about Creed.
Oh, interesting.
Because your character is from Falcon's Hollow.
It is. Was he part of the Lumber Consortium?
He was the lead. Okay. Thuldrin Creed is the leader of the Lumber Consortium.
Okay.
You've never heard of Kane when it came to anything to do with his bloodline, but the name Creed is not common. So there is a pretty good chance that he is related. He is related somehow to Thuldrin, which your character would know very much about Thuldrin and the Lumber Consortium from Falcon's Hollow. Basically, putting the town under their foot, under high taxes, all that. Just basically running it like their own slave camp. And
my father was actually a member of it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say for the people there, because you had mentioned you'd come back to Falcon's Hollow for a reason, that your father was benefiting off of the work and the basic slavering, but not so much slaves. What they did in Falcon's Hollow. So that would actually, as soon as he says that would actually pique your interest.
Yeah. Really? You wouldn't happen to be related to, what was the name of the other creed?
Thuldrin.
Thuldrin Creed? I actually say that. You wouldn't happen to be related to Thuldrin Creed, would you?
So what of it?
Yeah, actually, so what of it?
Just a moment, Kit. This is personal business. Give me one moment. Whatever happened to the creeds? Are there more of you still?
He says, I mean, you're talking about just his lineage in general? He says,
yeah,
he says, yeah, I've got family.
In Falcon's Hollow?
Says he thinks for a second and says, not anymore. Give me a sense motive check.
Yep. Cool. That's what I got.
You're like right on the line of like believing him and not believing him.
That's fine. I don't know. That's good enough for me.
He seems like he's telling the truth, but your gut just says he's probably lying. You don't know. I'm gonna put that one against the wall. He didn't move. It just seems more real if they're against the wall. There.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. It's not a perfect map for this, but it works. All right. Well, that's not really why I'm here. Have you ever heard the name Kazan?
He perks up, actually, a little bit, and then...
Cat's disconnected from the call, just so you know. But
okay.
She's trying to...
As you say, cousin, like he goes to like look but not look, like in a quick second, like he's like he doesn't want to give it away. He says, "Does it ring a bell?"
Can I sense motive on that particular thing because I?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Seems really weird. All right, so I just asked him about Kazan, and he said something like, "It doesn't really ring a bell," but I'm sense motiving. Yep.
Yeah, excuse me. Oh shit.
Yep. This is where.
Excuse me. Let me just interject for a second here.
Please do.
Yeah, no. Though I do know something else, so I can at least play with that.
I could give it a shot.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you are there still. Peaks, if you want a sense motive on that. I didn't realize you were still in the room with us.
That's okay.
I didn't die because he's like almost outside. Get in the room.
So the minute, Keith will know this too, but the minute Kazan's name's brought up and he says no, I'm just gonna like unwrap my hair, march on over, and it'll just like slowly wrap around him too, and I'm like, I really don't like being lied to. This is the second time you haven't told me the full truth, so, and his hair just kind of tightens and the eyes flash.
Whoa, Kit. Don't kill him.
What? Not killing him. Yet. If he keeps lying, I might kill him. There's a good chance of that.
Be plenty of time to inflict pain on him, and we have enough healing magic to keep him alive for a very long time, but don't lose your temper. I know how you are when you
Striker,
lose your
Striker, interject.
What?
Striker!
He looks really tired. He needs a break. Here you go. Here's something fresh.
No.
Get off.
All right.
Not the time.
All right.
Rolling CMB.
Striker grabs Sins as Singe like forces something down his throat and drags him off. and Kane's eating.
Oh, so he's eating while he's getting.
Okay, Kid, as you wrap your hair around him and threaten him, like, and Radiv's like trying to calm you down. Peaks is judging Kane's character. He'll be like, all right, look, just get your hair off me. Yes, I know him. What do you want to know?
Where is he?
He said, give me a second, let me make sure I know where he's at right now.
That would be good to know. And the hair's not coming off till I know you're telling the truth.
I know for a fact he ain't. I've seen a lot of stone-faced liars back home. This is pitiful.
Like dirt face.
He should be in Arthville Forest. That's why we're sending all the slaves there. He's got something going on to the south.
And what would that be?
That I don't know. I just send slaves as they don't give me all the details.
I see.
What do I think about?
Well.
Because the hair doesn't come off until I know he's telling the truth. All right, hair retracts. Continue petting kitten and or crab.
All right. I think, actually, if I can talk to you all outside for a moment, leave them here for a moment, he's not going anywhere. He'll bleed to death if he tries to escape from those chains.
Oh, but I want to see that. You would deny me.
He's not going anywhere.
Whatever.
Outside, you hear Singe yell, "Don't waste that, it was hard won."
Alright, so I step outside.
You're
I say to the group, yeah, I don't know which way the door is.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't really matter. We all step outside.
Yeah.
Yep. There's multiple doors. The building's just full of doors. Alright. So I step outside, say, hey, everyone gather around for a moment. So I've gotten the information that I think we're going to get out of him. There may be a couple more things. Well, I know for a fact there are a couple more things in terms of.
Are.
Yeah, there's for one, the locations of the other camps. I think the best thing to do is take them back alive to Ulfden. We know the merchant company that they use to transport slaves, so we hide these men. We sneak them into Ulfden with the approval of the guards, so that the merchant company doesn't get tipped off. And then the Church of Cade and Kalian helps us sting the merchant company. We do a raid, basically.
Oh,
and what we can do is we can actually send a raven. We can set this up using one of the ravens, so the merchant company comes out to collect slaves from this camp, and then we sting them, catching them in the act.
That would all ride on the fact that these three would cooperate with us. And,
let me put it this way. We take them to the Church of Cade and Kalian. There are ways of making them cooperate.
I'm fine with that. How are we
Getting them pissed
get them all
drunk.
back? Yeah, exactly. That's how we
Let's
run
just
things.
say, my church is not fond of slavers, and they know ways. They have lots of healing magic and lots of ways to get people to basically be very cooperative.
That's fine by me. Is one of them riding in the hair train, or are we just chaining them all up somehow?
I'm thinking, I look around the camp. Do we see a wagon, by chance? Anything?
No, there wouldn't be a
just
wagon
knock them
here.
out
The
and
wagons
carry
come
them.
from Arthville
Yep.
Forest.
That's fine. Do we see anything supply-wise here that we could use?
Say, bossman, I think I know some information you might like to check out. In the Raven
Aye?
Room, there's maps.
I was actually going to suggest we check there as well. I figured there was probably some stuff there, but I haven't had a chance to look. Let's check out the maps. I'd really like to take them back alive, because then we can use them. Plus, I'd like to see them stand justice.
Oh, I'll do my damnedest, but you know, hair has mind of its own, and it kind of wiggles around.
That's fine. We'll make sure to keep your hair more than 10 feet away from them.
Oh.
So you'll go and check out the room where Kane does his officiating business. All right, when you go in there, it's just like a small desk, a shelf, and you know he's got his own little bed in this area, and whatnot. You know, all his henchmen slept outside.
What an asshole!
Well, I mean, that's the way leaders do. So, anyways, he's got a couple of maps about. Some of the maps are of the local area and whatnot, and they've got like circled spots. You know, probably places that if you look at it long enough, you judge it like they've hit, or they say this is good. These are good areas. Stay away from these areas. But the one that Peaks would actually point at and show you is a map of Arthel Forest. Let me see if I could drag you.
Hey.
If I can drag it over here long enough. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second.
Well, you know,
See, I'm going to pull everybody over onto the map right now.
Oh, nice. All right, here we go.
All right, so we're there. All right. So he's got 3 locations. Like one there, and this one down here has a K over it.
Oh.
I'll actually put that on the map for you. Give me a second.
K over it. Okay, that's probably there.
There. And then I'm going
Big spot. Possibly Kazan,
But
maybe.
if that's the symbol for Kazan once I foot up his ass.
It could be.
All right. There we go.
I see them.
Yeah. Generally, what it looks like, I think, like it looks like Kane's kind of figured out where the Ravens are going.
Come on, you can do it. There we go.
Are you just now joining the map, Kat?
Oh, no. Don't
Oh,
mind
okay.
me. If I
Okay.
randomly say some sentence,
I was just
that's
wondering.
me.
All right. So he's pinpointing these 2 locations that where he thinks that's where the Ravens are going. That's what it looks like that is all about. Because all the other maps like have like certain symbols, whatnot, that represent like what hunt here, don't hunt there, all that stuff. Patrols in these areas.
This is gonna be handy as shit. How wonderful. Now we won't waste
Perfect. I
time.
think, yeah, exactly. I think that what we need to do is get back to Ulfton with these guys quietly, get them in, turn them over to the church, get the church some major points with the mayor. I think the town has a mayor.
Oh, and let's not forget to get those sacrifice symbols off your head. That's the first.
Yes, that is important. Then we go after the slaver camps, working our way till we hit Kazan, taking them out one by one, and making sure that this Crimson Hand is completely dismantled from top to bottom.
Like a plan.
All right. Anyone have anything else they'd like to add? I think we should collect everything with writing on it. Even if we haven't had a chance to look at it, we'll turn this over to the church or the mayor of town and let them handle it. They'll probably give us even a reward for this stuff. I mean, they gave it for last time.
I will take at least a glance at this to see what half this shit is. You never know. Could be like a message.
Take a couple, 10 minutes, whatever you need to look through some of this stuff. But I think, is there anything that we can carry this in, or am I just putting it in my backpack?
Well, he'd have some, scroll cases, map cases, or map tubes, or whatever you want to call them.
And I'll put those in my backpack.
All right.
So.
Is there anything noticeable within that 10 minutes of looking around at stuff, or not really?
That would
Anything that
would stand out.
oh shit.
Let me
No.
see. I actually got a.
Yeah. How many ravens are there, by the way?
There's 3.
Okay.
Follow up.
I assume those are they marked in some way, like each camp kind of marked, like the cages, anything?
No, there's just one. There's just it's like one big cage with like little dividers that the ravens. That there's no indicate like nothing to distinguish them from different types of ravens, different areas. Their little carry scroll things that they have on their legs don't even have anything different.
Okay, but I assume that since they're divided in a certain way, that they are for different camps. Or they might not be. It's possible that they might just go to the merchants in
Yeah,
the
maybe
elf
we
den.
only need one. I'm sure my kitten's hungry. Isn't that
We're
right,
going to
kitten?
take all of them anyways. We don't want to leave anything that's possibly could be used again. And we can take these to the mayor or to the church, and they could use this to set up that sting that I was talking about.
When do we burn it?
Razir,
What?
you're going to like this next part of my plan because it involves burning. As soon as we get all these prisoners out, you're going to burn this place to the ground.
Please don't set the
Yeah,
forest
baby.
on fire.
Could you, Razir, can you actually do this? This is very careful burning. I want you to not set the woods on fire. Can you burn it so that it burns inward and takes out everything inside the camp, leaving nothing?
Can you singe?
Singe.
Can you sin, then?
Yes.
Yes.
Singe.
Can
That's
singe,
I don't
singe.
control the winds.
Well, can you like set up a kind of a space between the walls, almost like a, I don't know. You know how stuff burns. Just
I would say your character is so familiar with fire that as long as like there's not some kind of like crazy, like huge gust of like crazy wind that you would your character would know what he's talking about. Your character's smart enough.
it's kind of like how in demolitions you don't, you know how to make it fall in a certain way that the walls will fall inward probably rather than outward.
I could burn everything in here and leave the walls still standing. They won't know anything's missing until they walk through the gate.
All right, if you can get
I
the wall,
wish I could
I
do
would prefer the walls as well, but if you can do that, that's fine.
Yeah, keep the walls. I can imagine their faces now, and it's priceless.
Actually, you're right. The walls, we do need to keep the walls. Okay, here's
Good plan. Goddamn.
yeah, burn.
Amend current plan.
Yeah, basically burn everything that we can't take with us and everything that's not of value. Just pile it up in the center, burn it. Leave the watchtower because that can be seen from the outside. Leave this building here, and we'll burn it on our return. But I mean, burn all these like tents and shit, and like the arrows and the archery targets. I mean,
No problem.
Safe, baby.
all right. I'll let him go about making his own little bonfire.
Mhm.
And in the meantime, I will get these guys ready for travel, I guess. Can we heal them enough that they're not like in danger of start bleeding again if we move them?
Yeah, I mean, technically they really only need like stupid Pathfinder rules. They only need like 1 point of healing. But anybody that could do a heal check on them can keep them stabilized.
On it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Fantastic. I just want to make
And you
sure
can
that
literally
they
take a
don't
20
like.
while Stinge is doing that. So basically the whole time Cat's like just, prepping their wounds for travel is what it is.
Yeah, I just don't want them to like suddenly wake up staggered and do something and then start bleeding out again.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh.
Well, I mean, you
Anybody
have them bound anyway, so there's not
Fire
much they
going.
can do.
So long as you're okay with it,
Stabilize
yes,
it.
I will watch over them and all that.
All right, so that's fun. So during this time, what is Stryker and Peaks doing? Just watching Singe go about his business or whatnot?
Oh god, I hope not.
Burning shit.
Pretty much. I mean, he'd
Really?
be getting it
Yeah.
prepped. You guys, well, I mean, actually, no.
Striker's carrying all the heavy, useful stuff, I
Yeah,
guess.
that's what I was about to say. Like, you guys would actually probably be gathering up anything that like useful that you could actually sell in
Yes.
town and whatnot.
Loot.
Second.
Oh, that is a thing.
That is indeed a thing.
Oh, what? Loot's the thing in this game? Oh
There's bodies. There's these prisoners that we looted.
my god.
All right, I'm assuming somebody's actually checking all the bodies and whatnot.
How about body watch?
Anybody here has any objections to rifling
Yeah,
through
go-
dead people's?
Go for it.
No.
Nope.
What kind of people do you take us for?
You
People with morals? Come on.
underestimate our murder hobo status.
Yeah.
I had a moral once. I had to put it down.
Oh.
Okay. This is actually the amount of loose coinage you're gonna find all over the town. No, hold on.
All over the camp.
All over the camp. That was actually supposed
That's
to be a D. That was supposed to be a D1000. Okay.
How were they making?
Just roll another D500. Well,
I'm just gonna re-roll the D. There you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right. That is
Be right
All right.
back, I gotta
do a
walk
D1000.
really
Okay, yeah. So you find 140 gold and 4 silver pieces, just like in random little areas and whatnot. As as Singe is taking, like, I'm assuming he's taking these tents and putting them in a certain area and doing his little thing. You're actually going to find underneath one of the tents.
Wait, is it a puppy? Can I add that to my collection of Noah's Ark animals?
It might just be a puppy.
No, the cat won't like that. The cat doesn't
Why do you
have-
think cats and dogs automatically hate each other? It's not how that works.
My
Because
cat
we need
does.
like another small furry animal.
Yeah, clearly we need more mascots in this thing. Singe isn't enough. We just have to add more. Like one more. Damn it. No.
We have a cat folk, a cat, a kit
Another
cat,
cat.
and an actual cat.
And a crab. And
You
a
have
horse.
a lot of animals in this game.
Radiv
So many
starts
animals.
divvying up the shares. Everyone can add to their character sheet. I know that not all of you are holding it on you. Radiv will store it for those of you that don't store your own gold. But everyone gets 28 gold and 4 silver.
Okay, let's do some math. I almost said mental math, but
I did the math for you. You just add 28 gold and 4 silver.
oh, I have to add that to my current wealth.
Oh, well, that's what your sheet's for.
I know. Wait, are you telling me my sheet can do automatic math? Because if it can, I'm going to be sorely upset.
I don't know. Can your sheet do automatic math? I don't know what your
I don't
It works
know.
out that way.
That's why I asked.
My sheet does automatic math. I just type it in and hit the enter. Yeah.
Who wants to hear you? And
So yeah, we got Bupkiss pretty much.
Well, hold
In
on,
terms
I'm
of
actually
our-
pulling up you find random
Finding-
gold, but underneath one of the tents, and the more you look at it, you actually realize it's like a false tent. When you pull it off, like underneath what looks like the hay for underneath the tent to give it that padding.
Mhm.
There's actually like a small little, I wouldn't say like wooden trap door or anything, but it's just like something they've dug underneath to like kind of hide their stash.
They've got a stash. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm actually just trying to make sure this is right.
Cool.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I was going to ask Leo to talk to this cat and give it a name. And now he's not here. God damn it.
Oh, that's blame it on Remco. We'll sell him to the circus.
Then I'll never know what the stupid cat's name is. It's all your fault, cat. Why didn't you just come with a name?
Who is
You
it
will
that was
find
Oh yeah.
5 bars of platinum,
Yes.
Okay.
4 scrolls in there.
Slaving is apparently good profit.
Hmm.
I guess so.
And you'll find a couple actually like really good obviously looking I guess you'd be able can you tell masterwork on site, or do you have to roll an appraiser that
I believe you can tell it on site.
Okay.
At least that's how I've always played in other games.
Yeah. You'll find 2 masterwork shields and a couple of other masterwork weapons. What looks to be like 2 long swords, a short sword, and
Radiv
Mace.
motions to this and says, "Can someone detect magic on these?"
I shall detect all the magic. No magic can escape from my gaze. Whatever. Alright, so detecting magic on all the shit in the thing.
okay. Well, I'm gonna write these out.
Sure. And could you also try praising some of this as well while you're detecting?
Oh. No, I can't.
It's an
Someone else
untrained
might take
skill.
on
You can do it untrained.
What is it?
Yeah, you're smart.
It's intelligence based.
Oh, well, alright. I can see it.
All
You
right.
probably have the highest appraise of us.
Yeah, probably. Well, I regret my life choices every day.
As you should.
All right.
And
As you
what-
cast detect magic on the pile at the bottom, you will notice the mace would actually have a magical aura.
It'll just simply shout out, "The mace is magic," and then
All right, keep focus on that. I assume the scrolls are also magical.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that would go without saying.
I have a question.
Yes.
Would I be able to
No.
glean anything with profession soldier from any of this?
No.
Probably not.
Okay.
Well, we can retcon to say Peaks actually would have found that thing.
Masterwork. Or What do you mean?
Would have found the hidden little tent.
the
camp.
stash.
Yeah, the stash.
Gotcha. He's like, I know that.
I didn't know you had a professional soldier, but you would be able to notice that tent kind of stood out in the wrong area.
What the hell?
Right, like in the Winter Soldier, the Captain America's like, that bunker's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly what he would have said.
that.
All right.
Whatever. Well, everyone else appraises this way better.
Oh, we're talking about Let me see.
I'm gonna focus all my efforts on identifying the mace then.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, figure the magic stuff out.
You would notice the mace has a conjuration aura.
That's unusual.
A strong conjuration aura.
That's even more
The
unusual.
Mace of Molag Bale.
So
There you go.
my character knows nothing about magic, but yeah, conjuration is like.
She can spellcraft check it if
She
she
can.
wants.
Yep.
Huh?
Yeah, she can.
I heard a blue blue. Did Cat disconnect again?
Don't think so.
Yes.
Yeah, she did. All right. Well, she can. Oh, did you add up the money for the master?
That's the we'd have to have that if we went by the 50% sell rule.
Correct, which is what it's probably going to be.
Yeah.
We'll hold on to that. We're not selling those yet because who knows? Someone in the party might be like, "Hey, I need a masterwork weapon."
Yeah, question, does anybody even have any magic weapons?
My fists are technically magical.
My crossbow is magic.
You guys suck.
I'm assuming Cat is gone because she didn't.
For the
respond.
moment, yeah,
Okay.
she's.
So we'll wait
she's
for her to come
dropped
back to see if
some
she can figure out what this weapon is or does.
Sure.
And the 2 scrolls, and there's
look-
also 4 potions there too. I didn't tell you that.
That
Oh,
is
wow.
semi-important.
There you go.
Right. So here's the thing: 6 bars of platinum, 6 of us, including Leo when he returns. I'll hold on to his share for him, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, it's only natural.
Yes.
Just slide into my backpack. I'm holding it for him. So whatever their value is, we each get an even share. That's pretty simple. We'll split the money from the weapons that we sell. And if the mace is something, it seems to be powerful magic from what Kit is, saying. Someone should take that can use it.
I think I should.
It would I guess
I'll
since
take
it's a
it.
magical mace, it would also have an
I
enchantment
mean,
on it too.
yeah, it's
Advantage.
Yeah, so
probably
it would have a light enchantment, but a strong conjuration is what she would say. She'd be able to tell that much at least from just detect magic.
I think I want to give it a swing.
You want to pick it up?
Yeah.
And swing it?
I mean, it's nice. I don't have magic weapons.
well. Let Kit roll spellcraft, and then the DM can share with us.
Right.
Oh, she's at a roll 20 too.
But she's
Oh,
just
wow.
typed. She might have been
what?
resetting,
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, she
or
might
she
be.
might, she might be there, and we just can't see because she reset it. So
She said, piss. Continue onwards while internet gets fixed.
Yep. Yeah, I just reload it, and she's not here, so we'll see.
Well,
Oh, Singe has spellcraft.
Singe sucked at his spellcraft, though.
Ooh, okay. What?
Oh.
Damn.
If it can be identified, she will identify.
What caster level would that hit?
Basically,
It's 15
to identify
plus-
an item,
It's 15 plus spell level.
caster level, I think, yes.
Yeah, 15 plus caster level.
I'll double check for you.
So up to
Yeah.
CL 14.
So she hit CL 14.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Okay, this is. I'm going to give you.
Yep, 15 plus item caster level. Yep. Even if she can't identify it yet, then we know it's just really powerful, and we can take it back to town and get it identified.
Hey, you. Fucking. So what was I rolling for?
To identify the mace that has a strong conjuration aura. There you go.
But what the hell? What?
Oh, that's pretty nice.
It's
Whatever.
Yeah, that's very good.
It's a very good one, especially seeing how you have what you have going on with y'all right now.
I say give it to Peaks.
That's the undertone. Yay, Peaks! You want a mace bane of the undead? Sounds
Ace
delightful.
of Disruption.
Yeah.
Basically, it doesn't matter how powerful they are. If they fail that will save, they blow up.
That's beautiful.
Okay. Can somebody give me an appraise check on it?
Oh, God, I'm a kid.
Let's.
Y'all are like appraising stuff like in
Everybody
like general, but this needs to be like an appraise check.
All right.
10.
go.
See, I may have heard of these before. Nope.
If you added yours together, you'd be able to kind of equalize. That's how that goes. Okay, so apparently Kit needs to learn how to put free. That's the thing that's not good.
Ooh.
Look, here's what we
So
do.
apparently
We
the
take it
smart
back to
one is the
town.
smart one.
Hey, you.
We just take it back to town and talk to someone who we trust to give us a fair price on what it's worth. But I think that Jade, unless you really don't want it, it's kind of nice to have a bludgeoning weapon.
I know.
Awesome.
If I feel like I don't want to use my shield. Plus,
Is
it
it a
hurts
plus-
more.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is it a
I
plus-
know.
It automatically has to be a +1 first
Yeah,
off.
if you think that we're gonna be fighting enough undead to warrant it,
Oh, I definitely think we will.
instead
So,
of
you hang on to that.
Yeah, the thing is,
yeah.
it doesn't matter if it's a level 1 skeleton, CR 1/2 skeleton, or a freaking vampire lord. If he rolls a nat 1 on his save and fails, he's done when you hit him. Every time you hit him.
okay, no, well, if you put it like that, it definitely does sound pretty sexy.
It's like the Vorpal equivalent for
Undead.
it's even better than Vorpal, really, for
Yeah, Vorpal, it
against
has to be a nat 20.
yeah.
Okay.
The thing is, it's a really weak save, so it works really well on weak undead, but at the same time, it could still blow someone else up.
And don't you want to see somebody
just-
blow up?
I can just imagine nudging a skeleton shin bone with this and it just shatters.
Yeah, it's every time you hit an undead. So the more times you hit them, the more saving throws they'll start rolling.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you got
Hell
this,
yeah.
man.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
all for all the weapons. Give me all the weapons.
Did you click the link of what it looks like?
Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
I'm about to right now.
Oh, that's sexy.
Enjoy that, viewer. Look at that shit. Holy crap.
Imagine your dwarf riding the horse, wielding that, and just smacking skeleton heads like over the
It's
fucking
got
map.
fucking ram horns. Kick ass. It is so mine.
Because of Ram Horse.
Well, you've earned it, buddy. I'm sure that thing is worth like 10,000 plus gold. I'm almost certain it is because a +1 is like
8,000.
8,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
If only the
And-
boys back home could see this.
Okay, just for your
It's at
Your
least
character-
+2.
Your character would know about it because the disruption, because she rolled high enough. The disruption's a +2 bonus, but that doesn't go into your to hit or a damage. But it does
That's
have
like
a
a
plus.
+3 weapon.
It is a +3 weapon.
much.
It's magical to where it has a +1 to hit and to hit to damage too.
Yep. Yeah, that's a keeper for now until we. No, that's just a keeper.
What's a bunch of
I'm trying to think of
slavers?
when we would upgrade, but no, that's a keeper.
What's a bunch of slavers doing with this kind of weapon?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Let me go ask what's his
Totally
face?
turns to Kane.
Creed.
Terrible.
I go back inside and I ask Creed where he got the stolen stuff.
He kind of grumbles like he knows what you're talking about because I guess like obviously I would be talking about this outside and he's still awake so he'd hear it through the walls.
It's fine. I
And
cocked
he's-
my crossbow and kind of like rebolt it and put it by my side.
I'm back.
He says, Well, I mean, like you said, the stuff. Like this is obviously stuff.
mace.
The mace.
Yeah.
Like you actually say the mace specifically.
Yeah.
He says, ooh, hold on. I actually need to pull that. Where's that?
It's my best buddy ever. I love fucking with him. Oh God. Like, I'm glad it was this guy we interrogated. The other two, not as fun.
Well,
Here they are.
just gotta say that flesh makes a terrible burning stench.
Oh, I mean, it does. It does indeed.
Mm-hmm.
You can blame Singe for that. I slowly turn my head. Where the hell is Singe? What is he doing? Is he still making his bonfire?
Essentially, like he's going about doing this as y'all are doing that.
Yeah, I figured as much. As soon as we've looted the camp, then I assume he is setting up his chain reaction.
I can't find it. Who is the antithesis? Like, what's the word?
Antithesis?
Anathema?
No, the one that is like basically against undead.
Oh, you're thinking of probably Saren Ray?
Pharasma.
Pharasma is a keeper of the dead.
Yeah,
Saren
but
Ray,
she's the one who really hates undead. She sees them as like...
you're talking about Saren Ray. She's the Dawnflower, the guise of healing, honesty, redemption, the sun. She is like... Let's see.
Let me see if Pharasma fit. Pharasma's a weapon of a dagger that ain't gonna fit, but she does have a portfolio of death. I need a portfolio of life, and I think Saren Ray will actually fit that. No, no sun, redemption.
If life's what you're looking for, Saren Ray's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So
That's fine.
he would say some fool cleric of Saren Ray tried to stop one of our captures. He laughs. He says that's where we took the mace from her, along with her purity.
Oh, well, start
Oh,
now.
hell no.
Oh, alright, let me just step aside.
No. Radiv is like...
You guys can have fun with that. I'll go back outside, and I'll wait for this to be over.
I just smile at the man and I'm like... Thank you.
I did.
Thank you for reassuring me of the scum that you really are, slaver. And your family lives up to its
Nothing.
reputation.
Guess not.
Rest assured that very soon you'll be enjoying a nice, cozy stay at the Church of Caden Kalian in Ulfden.
Yeah, after Peaks bitch slaps him into another dimension. Jesus Christ.
You disgusting animal.
Peaks, did you just hit him for...
Yeah, he did.
I gave him a crack on the jaw.
I quickly stabilize him again before he dies.
Oh.
Oh,
God.
don't worry. It's non-lethal damage.
Yeah, if it's non-lethal, I don't think it would be able to kill him. Yeah, but like as Roddy finishes his thing, that's when Peaks would like just knock him the fuck out.
Slowly
Damn.
clap like
Why do you get to do that?
Oh.
I don't know.
Look,
I mean, if
this
you
is
go
why
outside-
we have the stay outside rule.
Everybody's in here just doing what they want, feeding
Yeah.
balls to people.
Tell that to this monster.
All right, look, he's going to answer for his crimes. Yeah, I'm gonna take personal responsibility for the leader. I'll watch over him. Everyone else, grab one of these guys, and we'll take them. We'll march them
All
back.
right.
Okay.
Carry them, march them, whatever it takes.
Entirely too much fun with us.
Yep.
Behave.
All right, and let's go. I mean, we have horses. Remember, we rode here on horses.
No, wait, no, you didn't. You tried to get horses.
No, we
Remember what
didn't.
happened?
Right, because of the
Because
freaking
you are
curse.
cursed. Yes,
Right.
animals
Yeah, we need to
act
get
to you
that
like
curse
they
right.
would undead. The only reason Peak can ride thunder is because he's a familiar.
Right, that's right. All right,
But I mean, we have retcon that said Peaks doesn't act, or Thunder does not act normally to you, Peaks. Like he does behave, but you can tell he's upset.
Oh, I
Well,
breaks
Peaks
my
is
heart.
not.
Oh, that's right. No, yes, you are right. I forgot about that because
I was
Oh,
about to
it's
say it's the other way around.
you are uneasy. You are uneasy around thunder.
Yep.
No, it
I know
may
he doesn't
actually
sense
be that Thunder's not uneasy around us because he's also cursed.
Yeah.
So he acts like undead.
Well, actually, we're gonna have to retcon that because I do forgot. But Kit can actually ride a horse. But actually, no, I take that back because the horse wouldn't actually be okay being around you as a group.
Correct.
No.
So
It
that's
just
when
wasn't worth
it
losing
wasn't
the horse.
working out. Horses were freaking out. Nobody could nobody could really just figure out who can.
Radiv just, make sure the guy is manacled arms, his legs and arms, and then he fireman carries this guy.
That's a long way to carry somebody.
It is,
Does
but I
that put you
assume
over
that,
your load?
I'm still riding Fluffy.
that's a good question. How much does he weigh?
He's a. I mean, I don't know. He'd be a big guy, big intimidating leader, but not so much.
I stripped him
gigantic.
down of everything but his clothing.
Yeah.
How much does
I mean,
he
even
weigh?
even then, he'd weigh at least 215, 220. I don't know.
Oh, Striker carries him in one hand.
All right, Striker, you
All
carry.
right.
Because apparently he's a fat man.
Yeah, yes,
Fat man, I weigh 220, and I'm not fat.
Hey, you could be tall.
I'm
just saying.
6'2".
How tall is this guy?
Fuck it.
Six?
We'll just say he's like 5'9". There you go. So
Okay, he's a fat man.
but he's not fat. He's just got muscle.
I'm
That's what it is.
kidding.
Yeah. He is a seasoned fighter.
All right.
We've
When
got
will these
what-
people learn? Lean is the way to do muscle.
High strength, low
yeah. Oh,
dex.
we're doing this.
All right. So that being said, everybody's going to head back. Let's see. It was pretty much half a day's travel.
Yep.
If I remember correctly. So I think you should be able to make it back almost
that
without
was
any
with
incident,
horses,
depending on
but-
the dice and what they say.
Mhm.
It'd be interesting to see y'all get an encounter having prisoners to keep with.
All right.
These
Come
two right here,
on. Yes.
these two, they are meat shields. This guy, I understand. He's important.
That's
these
the way to
two,
do it.
I'm throwing them.
All right, you're able to make it back fine. There's no issue there.
Damn it.
Excellent.
All right, we're going to come onto the Ulfden map, and I know anybody who knows this world setting. This is Oldfin map, and I don't know where I got it. It does not count. I honestly,
It's fine. Yeah, it's good.
so the comments that will be there is like that's not
Light type
blah
of.
blah blah. Whatever. Who cares? Nobody cares.
The map says
Um,
Olfin.
Yeah.
right.
That says Oldfin.
Here's what I suggest.
Yes.
When we're approaching the town, let's stop. Our prisoners are unconscious, right?
I sure hope so.
They would
Excellent.
be unconscious. It's half an hour.
I mean, so long as we we'll keep them unconscious as needed. I say we stop
Peaks has got
outside the
this.
town, send myself in to get basically permission to bring them in, because if we just walk up to the front gate with a bunch of unconscious people, they'll call us bandits for
Yeah.
attacking them.
Well, y'all,
Yeah.
y'all figure that out. We're all going to take about a 5 to 10 minute break. I'm going to go.
That actually sounds
go
great
do-
because I need
do
to
a little something. Where I'll do a little something, and then we'll come back. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
Right on.
Back.
I think I should stop the recording here and re-record when everybody's back and ready.
Sounds good. Or you can make 2 recordings if you want to make them a little bit shorter to make them bite-sized.
Probably. It's been
Yeah.
about 1 hour and 18 minutes.
I found that YouTube videos that are hour longs are much easier than a 4-hour video.
Totally. So, without further ado, we're gonna take a break here, folks. Be right back. See you in the next
All right.
part of the series.
See you shortly.
Here we go.
Are we on?